Well, I want to find out if Margaret Colin in Foley Square is providing a role model, if you see yourself that way, an assistant DA in New York City. Are there young ladies out there looking that might just see the possibilities, a profession they might not have thought of?
I suppose that is part of the charm. I mean, I suppose that's what makes successful television. Yeah, I guess the answer is yes, but I think more they're going to see, we don't show technically what it's like to be a lawyer all that much.
Right.
We show more what it's like to have a career and try to balance it. That's, you know, certainly people are going to say, well, I might like to do that, but I might like to also wear that outfit and be that clever
Okay.
and, you know, wear my hair like that. So.
Or wear pearls in doubles. I've never seen anything like that before. Is that something of your invention, or is that a
certainly
style?
is.
Very
Certainly
nice,
is.
very
Thank you.
nice. This role model thing, let me ask you further, if there has been a woman of your acquaintance, because of your background in New York and your father being a policeman, that you have known who was an assistant DA, that
No.
you've gotten advice from?
Oh, no, absolutely not. My father knows some people that he's offered to set me up with so that I could do some research in the DA's office in New York, but time doesn't permit it. You know, we have a person on our set for Foley Square that does work with the DA's office. She is an ADA in Los Angeles. So she is our reference point. She comes in and makes sure that technically we're on the money, and what I would, like, they don't say jail, they say prison. It's never jail. So we did a whole script, we rehearsed it all week saying jail, come time to film it, it's prison. So you're going, prison. I'm going to throw you in jail prison. And take two. So we're doing a lot of that. But no, my role models were, I mean, there are several film actors that I admire. And I'm certainly guilty of stealing and imitating them. But the people in my acquaintance were all nurturers rather than law enforcement people. I didn't know any lawyers.
Well, am I wrong in guessing that there may have been a very tricky challenge in this role, because a pretty face in the role of a person who's got to be tough, you've got to be beautiful, that's easy for you, but you've got to be believable too.
Yeah. I think that's what I do. Basically, people believe me. When I when I pick up a script, or if I pick up some copy anywhere, people believe me. That's what I do as a performer. They just automatically buy it. They give me some time to see if I can do anything else beyond that, but so that's not hard.
I'd like to find out also about a gentleman you work with, your director. At least he's done many of them.
Yes.
Now, I've seen him in a lot of films, and of course he's been on Bob Newhart.
Oh,
is he a wild man?
He's a wonderful man. God, no one's the care he has taken with me. He's got a lot of experience in nighttime television, which is primarily what this is. This is nighttime. It's not a documentary about the law world, and it's not a format for people to model their lives at. We're just, you know, we're entertaining when we're doing our job best. He is a lovely man who's kept me very much on the track of making Alex a very sympathetic, a little winsome, vulnerable woman that is easily approachable. My own instincts would have taken me somewhere else, and if Peter wasn't right there with me all the time.
Well, he is a funny man, and he's even made a movie called The Funny Man, and I'm curious if, does he ever want to slip back on the other end of the camera
I imagine
again?
he does. I think he did a George Burns comedy hour. I mean, recently he did do it. He was doing some stuff for Sesame Street, too, a long part on that. Yeah, I mean, but I think he's pursuing both sides at the same time.
Now, there's very little that is secure about an actor or actress's profession. As the series wends its way on through, I understand you've had some good news recently.
5 more!
But even still, that's not a lot of time to look ahead to with job security. So what plans do you make? What are the acorns that you salt away against a long winter? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I read a lot about how actors do that. I mean, I read as much as anyone else does about people in my business. I don't believe them. You know, I'm just, the next job is the next thing I'll be doing. You know, I read a lot of books. I try to separate my life, my private life from my work life a lot, so that when I'm back in a work situation, I have something to offer from some genuine roots and reality. But I'm not writing a screenplay. I'm not reading a screenplay. I keep very much in touch with friends who are actively busy, and we talk. You know, but there are the next thing I'm working on is Foley Square, and after that, when they tell me if I'm free or not, then I will pursue other things. Then we get on the phone with the agents and we say, okay, tell them I'm available. Do we want to put something together?
Just a few seconds to, one of my favorite questions for actors is there a secret talent that one day you're going to unload on us on screen? Something that we never would know that you do, like you juggle or something.
God. Oh, no. I'm real boring. I mean, I am, I am. What you see is what you get.
Well,
you know,
I think that's
I'll
probably
develop
all
some,
right.
though. I mean, I promise. Basket weaving on national television. No, nothing. No, I don't think so.
Foley Square,
Thanks.
Margaret Colin, a role model. Take it if you like. I think it's pretty nice. And for Los Angeles, for KCTV5, I'm John Tibbetts.